Alright, the first thing I'm going to do before we go into 3.6 is I have probably like 10 of you who still did not get the double digit times double digit multiplication. So I'm going to do something that you guys can look back on, and maybe it will help you when you're doing your double digit by double digit multiplication. Okay, and I'm going to use two different colored pens so you can see what the difference is. So if I had 37 times 50. Times 54. Oh, my landfill. Okay. So 37 times 54. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply my my ones place. Okay. So I'm going to start with my 4. And it's blue for a reason. I'm just going to walk you through it. It's blue for a reason, so I'm going to leave that blue. So I have 4 times 7 is what, class?
728.
28, carry the 2. 4 times 3 is?
12.
Plus 2?
14.
Okay, now I'm done with my 4, right?
Yeah.
I don't need to work on that one anymore. Now I'm going to do my 5, but I need something specific that goes right here. Heather. 0. The 0 holds the spot for my, since it's a 10, right? Automatic 0. But the reason why it's an automatic 0 is because it's 10. We are multiplying in the tens place. If I had hundreds, it would be, another line would drop and it would be 2 zeros because it's a hundreds place and so on and so forth. Okay? So 5 times 7, which is actually 50 times 7 is what? 5 times 7 is?
35.
Now do you understand why there's a 0 here? Because it's actually 50 times 7. So it's 35 out of 0. Okay? Alright, 5 times 3 is 15 plus 3. Okay, so if I do them in different colors, sometimes it helps. Alright, 8, and I'm going to add those. 8 plus 0 is? 4 plus 5 is? 1 plus 8 is? Okay, so if you need to do them in different colors to help you keep track of where it is supposed to be, do it. Yes. Where? Yeah, it just, my pen came up off. Okay, alright. So I just wanted to go over that briefly. Some of you are going to be doing some extra homework on that. Alright. So it says, did you know using a math can help you prevent you from getting a sunburn? The time it takes to burn without sunscreen multiplied by this SPF or sun protection factor is the time you can stay in the sun safely without sunscreen. If today's UV index is 8, Erin will burn in 15 minutes without sunscreen. If Erin puts on lotion with an SPF of 25, how long will she be protected? Okay. Alright, so we need to underline the sentence that tells you how to find the answer. Which one of these sentences tells us how to find the answer? Daniel?
Number 1. First one.
This right here. Did you know using math can help prevent you from getting a sunburn?
Second one.
The time it takes to burn without sunscreen multiplied by the SPF or sun protection factor is the time you can stay in the sun safely without sunscreen. Does that tell us how to solve the problem? Agree or disagree? All right. Malia, you disagree. Then what is the correct answer? If today's UV index is 8, Erin will burn in 15 minutes without sunscreen. If Erin puts on lotion with an SPF of 25, how long will she be protected? How does that tell you how to solve the problem?
You skip the set. You skip this.
What numbers? I have 8, I have 15, and I have 25.
You're only going to do 25 times 15.
Why?
Because 8 is like just saying like only because like the 15 is for like the minutes without the sunscreen, and the other one is if Erin puts on lotion with an SPF of 25, how long will she be protected? The 25 is probably a question.
I see 3 numbers there, and I don't know what to do with those 3 numbers. So I'm not I'm not understanding what you're telling me.
Like.
Hayes?
8 is the 8 is for the other answer for include on for.
Okay, Levi?
The number 8 is like maybe like you don't need a number because it's maybe like for age or.
No, it says UV's index is at 8. Okay, so I'm going to stop you because I disagree with all of you guys, and I agree with Daniel. It tells us the time it takes to burn without sunscreen multiplied by the SPF is the time you can stay in the sun safely without sunscreen. Okay? So we want to know how long she will be protected. So I need to take my time it takes to burn and multiply by the SPF. So my SPF is 25. And the time it takes to burn is 15 minutes. Okay? This right here tells us how to solve the problem. It didn't ask you which numbers to use. It asked you which sentence tells you how to solve the problem. All right. So here we have 15 times 25. And they're using partial products. Okay? So there are many ways that we've learned over the last 2 chapters to solve to solve multiplication, right? Who can name some ways? Heather. Naji? Regrouping. So the regular way that we did it last night, the logarithm. Everybody say a logarithm. Okay, that's the standard way of doing the multiplication. Hayes? Partial products. What else? We've had 2 chapters of multiplication. You should be able to name a lot. Lucas.
Partial products.
He just said partial products. Gianluca. Mental math. Okay. 25s are what? Malia. Okay. Okay. What are they called? We talked about them yesterday. I understand, but they are called something in math terms. What are they called in math terms? Academic language. Nope. Trinity? Compatible numbers. Thank you. What else? Daniel?
Multiplying and regrouping.
We did that. Somebody's already said it. Please don't repeat. There's several more that you're missing. Having and doubling. What else? Bailey? Huh? No, I'm looking for strategies for math. Different ways of doing multiplication. Jenna? Friendly numbers. Yes. Naji? Huh?
Like how you have like 20 times 30.
We call that mental math. Terry? Associative property. Elise?
Area models and partial products.
Area models. David? Commutative property. Lucas?
Estimate products.
Okay, but estimating is different than solving, right? Okay. Naji? Distributive property. Malia? Addition. Elise?
Multiplying by 10.
Okay, multiplying by 10. Subtraction. No, let's go. All right. This one right here is using partial products. So what is I showed Heather a way to do partial products besides the square. Okay, so I'm going to draw the square down here, and I'm going to draw you something else. So this is 20 plus 5, 15 plus, 10 plus 5. Oh my goodness. 10 plus 5. Okay, 10 times 20 is?
20.
1 times 2 is?
20.
No, 1 times 2 is?
2.
How many zeros?
2.
If my thing wants to work. 10 times 5 is?
15. Oh, 50.
Okay.
Now it wants to work.
Okay, 5 times 2 is? 5 times 2 is?
10.
Plus 0. 5 times 5 is?
25.
Thank you. So then I would add these right? I mean, add these up, right? Okay, how Miss Fernley showed Heather and kind of how you can do on this small little piece of area that you have right there. It's 25 times 15, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I did 5 times 20 is?
10 times 20 is 10.
Okay.
100. It's 100.
Okay, so 5 times 2 is what?
10.
And then add a 0, okay? And then 10 times 5 is?
15.
Okay, 5 times 5 is?
25.
20 times 10.
20. Oh, 200.
Thank you. Okay, then you add them up.
5. 7. You can do it that way too. You can do it that way.
Either way. If you need to draw the box, draw the box. Heather actually prefer to do it this way.
Yeah, I like that one too.
Okay. So, basically, 10 times 2 is 20 tens, which is roughly 200, which this thing's not responding, so we're not even going to go any further on that. All right. So that's how we solved that problem.
That problem. That's how I solved that problem. How do we know how to solve it? Oh.
15 seconds. All right, we're just going to have to deal with that being there. All right. Using regrouping, which is what we did last night. Okay. Estimate 20 times 20 would be, what's 2 times 2?
4.
4. Add how many zeros?
2.
How many zeros are there?
2. There are 2 zeros.
Thank you. So how many zeros do I need to add?
2.
Okay, so it should be 400. All right. So I'm going to multiply this on the other one. So So 15 times 25. I'm going to use different colors. You can follow along by writing in your book. Hey, Friendly is just not worth it. Okay, so I'm going to multiply my ones place first. 5 times 5 is?
25.
Carry the 2. 5 times 10 or 5 times 1?
5.
Plus 2?
12.
5 times 1 is?
5.
Plus 2?
7.
Okay, and then what do I need to do when I drop a line down here?
Add 0.
0 is a placeholder, always. 2 times 5 is?
10.
Carry the 1. 2 times 1 is?
1.
Plus 1?
3.
Okay, add these together. Okay, it's broken up into 3 steps, which is basically what I did. This is step number 1. Step 2. Adding them together is step 3. All right. All right, now it's asking us to multiply 57 times 43 using both the strategies, regrouping and partial product. 57 times 43, right?
Yeah. Yes. $57 times $43.
Okay. So partial product first. What should that look like? Who wants to walk me through it? Levi?
7 times 3.
Are we doing a box?
Oh, yeah. Do the box.
Okay.
And then put 50.
Hold on, Levi, because I have talking. So I'm going to automatically take 5 seconds. We are not going to fight over this. Sit down. Thank you. Okay, Levi?
And then put 57.
Just 57 like that?
No, put 50 and then a 7.
I don't understand.
I put 50 in top of that box, and then on the right, put a 7.
Okay, say 50 plus 7. That way it's easier. Alexis?
Then you're going to do 40 plus 40.
Okay. Damien, what's next? 4 times 5 is what? 2 zeros. Good. So we got 2,000. Then Elise. 5 times 3 is what? How many zeros?
1.
Okay. Jessica, what next? 7 times 3 is what?
I know. What the? 21.
21. Okay, Lucas? Oh, sorry, I thought you were still over there.
47.
Okay, 7 times 4 is what?
2,800.
So 7 times 4 is 28. And then I'm going to add how many zeros? Okay, so you said 2,800. Is that correct? No. All right, now what? Carolina. Add what?
2,000.
Okay, 1 plus 0 is?
1.
8 plus 5 is? Plus 2?
Oh.
Carry the 1. 2 plus 1 is?
3.
Plus 1?
4.
And 2 plus 0 is 2. Okay, now let's do it the old-fashioned way.
57 times 43.
Okay, what do I do first? What do I do first, Jenna? No, look at this, please. What am I going to do first?
50.
Where do you see 50? No. Start with the green 3. What am I going to multiply the green 3 first? Three times what? Why am I going to go across this way? Do I ever do that? Do I multiply like that across? Abishay, what's my first step?
First step is 7 times
3 times 7 is 21. Okay, carry the 2. What's my next step, Jenna? 3 times 5 is what?
15.
Plus?
17.
Okay, now what? Heather. Okay, put my 0. Okay, then I'm going to do what, Ivan?
You get my eraser. Tell me this.
4 times 7 is what? 28. Carry the 2. And then I'm going to do what? Carolina. I already did 4 times 7. Thank you. Paying attention because you weren't paying attention. So what am I do after I do 4 times 7? Gianluca?
5 times 5 times.
Do I ever multiply across like this?
Oh no, 5 times 4.
Okay, 4 times 5 is what?
4 times 5 is 10.
Plus how much?
22.
Okay, then I'm going to do what? Yabi. Plus an atom. 1 plus 0 is, everybody?
1.
7 plus 8?
15.
Carry the 1. 2 plus 1 is?
3.
Plus 1?
4.
2 plus 0 is?
2.
That was painful. Okay. Carolina, get a piece of paper. Gianluca, get a piece of paper. Jenna, get a piece of paper. Do you understand how to do multiplication regular way? Terry, get a piece of paper. Who else does not understand? Maricela, get a piece of paper. Natalia, get a piece of paper. Quickly. 5. 4. The rest of you sit here and be patient for a second. 3. 4. Write this number down. Sure.
The problem that we did,
Yep.
right here, it says estimate.
Okay. You guys pretty much know how to estimate by now?
Yeah.
Okay, so to save some time, we're just going to focus on partial product and regrouping. Okay, there is a method to doing double-digit multiplication like this. Okay, you go this ones place, right? This is the ones place. If I'm writing, you're writing. So I'm going to go the ones place times the ones place. So I'm going to go up. I'm always starting from the bottom number, not from the top number, Gianluca. That's why I kept refocusing you. It was 4 times 5, not 5 times 4. You don't multiply from the top number down, you multiply from the bottom number up. Okay, so I'm going to go ones times ones, and then I'm going to take my arrow, and then I'm going to go ones times tens. So my ones times ones is 30. Carry my 3. 6 times 7 is 42, plus 3 is 45. Okay, so this would be step 1. Step 2. Step 3 would be what?
Adding.
No. Go get a piece of paper. You just proved to me you don't know what you're doing. Robert, what would be my next step? Now that I've got my first line of numbers, what do I do next? What's the first thing I need to do for my second line of numbers?
You do the
Ivan? Nope. Before I even do that. Malia, add my 0, placeholder.
Oh, yeah.
Placeholder 0. Now, I'm going to multiply my what place? On the bottom number, what place am I going to multiply next? Jenna. Tens, right? My tens place times my what place? Now I'm going this way. There is a 5 there, but what's my place? Okay, so my tens times my ones. Step 4. Okay, after I'm doing step 4, what's my step 5? I just multiply my tens times my ones. What's next, Natalia?
Next, you have to put
Places, place value. I did that already. That was step 3. I moved on to step 4, which is my tens times my tens.
10 times 5, and it equals.
I haven't gotten there yet. I want place value. What's my step 4? I mean my step 5. I did tens times ones. There's my arrow. It goes tens times ones. Now I'm going to go this way. Bailey.
10 times 10.
10 times 10. Step 5. Now I can do that. What's 1 times 5? 1 times 7. Okay, now what is my final step? Esme, what's my final step? Adam. Zero plus 0 is? 5 plus 5 is? Carry the 1. 7 plus 4 is?
11.
Plus 1?
12.
1,200. Write those steps down. Your arrows are always going to go one place, or 2 places. Starting at your ones, it's going to ones times ones, ones times 10. Then tens times ones, and tens times tens. Always starting at the bottom number.
8 times 8 is 64.
Okay, so 8 times 8 is 64. Carry the 6. Now what, Gianluca?
Then you multiply 8 times 6.
8 times 6. What is 8 times 6, everyone?
8 times 6?
48. 48 plus 6 is? Okay, what do I do next, Natalia? Sorry, Natalia, wait for everybody to stop making noises because I still think they're at lunch. Okay.
You need to add a 0.
Placeholder 0. Now what do I do? Ivan. 3 times 8, which is what, everyone?
24.
Oh, I don't know why I did that. Okay, then what? Hayes.
3 times 6.
3 times 6, which is what?
18.
Then everyone? Okay, 4 plus 0 is? Oh, I forgot the 2. Thank you.
20.
So 20. 4 plus 4 is? 4 plus 4 is?
8.
2. 5 plus 0?
5.
And 2. So my answer is 2,584. Yeah. Number 7. Then around 82 to what?
82.
80. 82 rounds to 80. 19 rounds to 8 times 2 is?
16.
16. How many zeros?
2.
So 1,600. What is my first step, Jenna?
9 times 2.
9 times 2, which is what, everyone?
18.
Carry the 1. What is my next step? Robert.
You do 9 times 8.
9 times 8, which is what, everyone?
72.
Plus 1.
73.
Okay, now what do I do? Esme. Placeholder 0. And then what? Jessica.
You want 1 times 2?
Good. 1 times 2, everyone.
2.
Thank you. Now what do I do, Teresa?
You times. I know. 9 times 8.
Huh?
9 times 8.
We already did 9 times 8, Terry. Elise.
After 9 times 8.
No, you're all messed up now. You need to be paying attention to what I'm doing up here. Bailey. 1 times 8, which is?
8.
Okay, and then add those together. 8 plus 0 is? 3 plus 2 is? 7 plus 8 is? Okay. That's it. You're going to put the scores in a minute. Okay, number 8. 46 rounds to what?
46 rounds of 50.
Okay, 27 rounds to what?
30.
5 times 3 is?
15.
How many zeros? So 1,500. What is my first step, Terry?
My first step is 7 times 6.
Good. 7 times 6 is what, class?
42.
Carry the 4. Now what do I do? Dean.
7 times 4.
Good. 7 times 4 is what, class?
28.
28 plus 4.
32.
Now what do I do, everyone?
A placeholder.
Okay, what do I do next? Let's see, David.
What do we do next is 2 times 6?
2 times 6, which is what?
12.
Carry the 1, and then Levi.
Then we do 2 times 4.
Okay, plus, what is 2 times 4?
8.
Plus 1.
9.
And then what do I do, everyone? 2 plus 0 is? 2 plus 2 is? 3 plus 9 is? So 1,242. Number 13. Each class at Briarwood Elementary collected at least 54 cans of food during the food drive. If there are 29 classes in the school, what was the least number of cans collected? So I'm going to go 54 times 29. Does it ask me about?
No.
No, so I'm not going to estimate. What is my first step, Trinity?
Your first step is to 9 times 4.
Which is what, everyone?
36.
Okay, the 3, then what, Brantley?
You do 9 times 5.
Which is?
45.
Plus 3.
48.
Okay, now what? Everyone.
Placeholder.
Thank you. Alexis. Which is everyone?
8.
Good. And then what do I do? Abishai. I do what? I'm sorry, Abishai?
5 times 2.
No, I do what?
2 times
2 times 5, which is?
10.
Okay. Add these together. That's 6. 16. Carry the 1. 4 plus 1 is 5. And 1 plus 0 is 1. So the answer is 1,566 cans, right?
Yes.
All right. There is your homework. It will be on YouTube.